we're back. Back home. Back at Boulder Beach, baby. Me and the good time gals. How you doing? We're gonna get spanking today, kids. Let me just tell you. All those cold dipping adventures that I went on, because humble fella, howdy, thank you for joining. Just because my stuff did not upload does not mean I did not dip. Humble fella, just want you to know. We are back home and I still have those cold dips that I did. I need to upload them. For some reason, YouTube is taking forever to upload one of those videos, and then I'm back home, as you can see, back at Boulder Beach. And look at those clouds. Hair is down. I'm not promising dunking, humble fella. Anyways, I'm back home. I barely survived. But I'm back. And humble fella, I know, I don't know what the Mike, howdy from Texas, hot dog, thank you. Thanks for joining. Howdy all the way from the Pacific Northwest. This is Washington, Spokane, Washington. Thank you for the love. Mike, I wonder what your temperature is where you're at, because it's not that bad here, actually. Yeah, thanks, hello fella. I'm not saying no either. I just don't know, because I like my hairs and whatnot, and that's just an excuse I came up with on the spot, I'll have you know. It's loud out here today, kids. And then all the ducks. I'm back home, back at Boulder Beach. I barely survived, that's an exaggeration, I'm just kidding. But I didn't miss a cold dip, and I will upload those. So don't you worry, this is like cold dip 47. I don't know. I keep meaning to look and then I forget. So thanks for joining us. Look at there's all my goose friends. Oh my gosh, Micah, 81 degrees, obviously. I'm sort of jealous, but not too jealous. Let me tell you. Mike, it is. I took a snap because I already forgot. Ooh, snow tonight, humble fellow. I'm jealous. I am. There's no snow here, sadly. But I'm also in no rush. The temperature right now is winning, but compared to where I've been dipping this last 4 days, this is gonna be a spanking for me, I'll have you know, because the temperature in the river has not changed. It is 50 degrees in the water. The air temperature feels amazing right now. There's no wind. It's sprinkling just a little bit, but it feels nice. I wanna say the air temperature right now is like 50, 54 or something like that. I love it, love it. And I got me a little chill out, yo, because yo mama is cray cray. But yes, so the last 2 uploads, Richard, thank you for joining. I'm glad you approve. I'm back at home. Richard, we're back home. Back at Boulder Beach, where all the good times take place. Also, look at, I forgot all my bracelets at my mom's, so I feel super naked without my crystal bracelets, although I have more clothes on than you prefer. I know. This is gonna be unpleasant compared to the last few days where I've been cold dipping. This is gonna be unpleasant. I am going to squeal like a girl. I am, because it's been so delightful. The river that I cold dipped in Oregon, that water was not even cold at all. And it was so cute because this girl at the tattoo shop, am I closed? Well, they're not really considered lucky, but this one's a tiger's eye. Tiger's eye is good for Leos because, you know, I'm fired up and whatnot, and I'm a Leo. So it's crazy that a fired up Leo would go into that cold water, which I'm not excited about or looking forward to. But I still got to do what I got to do because, Richard, even though I did not get those videos uploaded, I still did those cold dips. I was just super exhausted last night, and I was just like, please, y'all, forgive me. I still did them, though, and I will prove that. Hold on a second. Just keep staring at my boobies in the meantime. Okay, there we go. This was supposed to be a sunset dip, but pardon moi. As you can see, there's no sunset. Oh, Aquarius, huh? Aquarius are interesting people, Mike, in my opinion. Look at all these fellers out here. Virgo! Humble fella. Virgos are interesting people too. I used to have a friend who was a Virgo. She was an interesting person, let me just say the least. Not all Virgos are created equally, so I know what some of you are thinking about us Leos. It's mostly all true. Why would I deny it? Why would I deny it? I wouldn't do that for you. All rumors about Leos are true. Yeah, we're fired up. We're ready to throw down. But most of us, I assume, don't prefer the cold water. And I wouldn't say that I'm the exception to that rule, have you know. I'm not the exception. Listen, I did get a tattoo also. I'm telling you, this is redonkulous. Not for no reason. The lake made this seem so easy, you guys. Holy schmoly. The ducks and the geese are laughing at me, and I'm laughing too. Oh gosh, why do I do this? This is a spanking no one asked for. I mean, I guess I did. But I'm in. I know, I would laugh too if I were you. My friend Sarah was here right before I went on my live. Thank you all for joining. And she's bundled up, and I'm super jealous because I would love to have a lot more clothes on than I do. You can see that I am in just a barely nothing swimsuit. Oh shit, I could just tell that my shoulders weren't in far enough, and I feel like such a cheater. I almost fell off into the hole that's before me. It gets apparently very deep right there all of a sudden. Live theory, what does that mean, Mike? Is that what you said? Well, thank you. I thank you. I appreciate that you, I haven't gotten to the sweet spot yet, Mike, okay? I'm still trying. There is the sweet spot, as I struggle to speak, is where it's when it becomes quite enjoyable. We're almost there. Oh, shit. I need to scooch a boocha that direction where there's no sudden hole. Thank you for the love. I appreciate that. Thank you. Little Drew. No, I'm home. We're back at Boulder Beach. We're back home. Little Drew, as I was telling Humble Fellow and Richard, I have been consistent. Thank you. That means a lot to me. I am back home and this shit is cold, okay? That was a little sweet vacation for me, all right? So when I came back here, this is a real legit spanking for me, okay? Like I was gonna also say, Little Drew, I haven't missed any of my dips, although I have not uploaded those, I will. This is cold dip, I think, 47. If we're going off on days, if we're gonna go on days, we're gonna say cold dip 47. Any extra dip that I do, like sprinkled in there is a night dip or whatever, that's just a bonus. I don't really try to cheat and get out of, that doesn't really count. That's just a bonus. Oh shit, I almost fell into another hole. Holy schmoly. This is not the area I usually come into the river, okay? And there's holes all around me. Little Drew, thanks for joining. I appreciate you. It really means a lot to me, even though I was visiting my family and it was very distracting. It was extremely difficult to get out and cold dip. I still did it. Man, I'm telling you, it was incredibly difficult and I wanted to quit. I was like, I don't have the time, but I didn't allow myself, I didn't allow myself the excuse of not getting after it just because I was visiting my family. Although I feel like a cheater every time I let my shoulders out, Little Drew. Because it's so much more torturous when you're in as far as I am, okay? It just really kicks it up a whole nother level of torture. It does. I don't care what anybody says. Everybody who tells you differently, they are not in as deep as I am. If you notice, kids, you notice. Just saying. So anyways, Little Drew, thank you. I also, pardon moi, I did get that tattoo and I had planned on going live, you guys. However, starting to really sprinkle a little bit more now. I had such a good time getting my tattoo that also it didn't even seem like I was doing anything. I show you guys more of a reaction coming out here and being in the cold water than I did with my tattoo. So I am going to make it up to you though. And I did record a little 30-second video of Mike, did you see about the pennies right now, how they're not going to be making any more pennies, that it costs 3 cents to make a penny? Well, I'm just saying, little Drew, thank you. And also, lakes creep me out. They're so creepy to me. I like it when the water moves, and I too like it when it's clear in the water. I mean, look how deep, how far down you guys can see. That's my foot. That's my leg. And we're pretty deep out here. We're pretty far out here. And when I was at the lake, it was so disturbing. But that lake actually wasn't that disturbing, let me just tell you. It wasn't that bad. But it was so gross. Well, no, it wasn't. That's just the girl in me, okay? The girl in me is just like, you know, just saying. But Mike, did you hear about the penny sitch? I think it's interesting. They're not going to be making pennies anymore, so they say. All these changes that are going on are quite interesting. Have you guys noticed these videos circulating about the homeless people disappearing? I think I'm not into it. I hope that's not like for real and whatnot. I can see my breath. On all the adventures I was on my cold dipping, there was no breath. It was even, one of the latest cold dips I did was at 10 o'clock at night, and it was really nice. Just noticing my surroundings. This shit is cold. Back home is cold, okay? But we're back. I apologize for not being able to go live every day. I had many distractions. I had hoped and planned to get my brother and family to cold dip with me, but we were so full of turkey that didn't happen. So sorry about that. And like I said, I apologize for not going live with my tattoo. Time for a duck. I mean, I feel like if there was a time, it would be now, humble fella. As you can see, my breath, all my hot air escaped me. Okay, so I'm just gonna dunk, but I'm gonna try not to fall into the hole in front of me. So let's back it up. And hopefully I'm not backing it up into a hole. You know, before, remember, humble fella? Last year when they let the water out and I had to be right next to the weeds. You can't really see anything, but at least you can tell there's no weeds in there, I hope. I don't want to dunk next to the weeds, but I will. Yes, little Drew, I hope that doesn't offend you. I happen to love the trains. I hope that's not offensive to you. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about coming out here is that I get to hear the train, as well as see nature, be out in nature, breathe in. I like to say that fresh-ass air, but I'm sure there's chemicals in there too. Chemicals in the water, chemicals in the air. You can't escape them. Sending lots of love to you. Hashtag love is right. Let's have love for each other. Have some love for the freaking homeless that are going missing. Where are they going? We don't know. Humble fella, it's a good time to distract ourselves, is to dunk, because real weird shit's happening around us, kids. And if we can love one another, I say let's do it. Richard, love you. I don't know, Mike. It was just something I saw on YouTube. I'm hoping that, I mean, you don't really hear about where the homeless just randomly go. Like, all of a sudden they're around and then they're not. And then obviously it seems like these days the homeless, there is quite a bit more than more than I ever remember. And also I saw in the comment section of that video that someone said that most people are one paycheck away from being homeless themselves. So you guys, if that statistic is true, which you know me, I know nothing. Okay, this is just from another video that I watched. If that statistic is true, that most people are one paycheck away from being homeless, and the homeless people are disappearing, you better not become homeless. Just saying, whoever needs to not become homeless. I guess not, Mike. I guess they were saying it costs 3 cents to make a penny. Oh my gosh, little Drew. So, I mean, do you have any thoughts about that? You volunteer at the food pantry once a week. That's very generous and very kind of you to do that. And that means a lot to me because, you know, if I could contribute and help more to the homeless, and I have before as well, I've taken food downtown to Spokane with friends and passed it out, like put like toiletries and socks and some little bits of things in a big Ziploc to the homeless. So I'm totally for that and love that. If a lot of us are only one paycheck away from being homeless and homeless people are going missing, I find that disturbing. Where are they sending these homeless people? Because I'm pretty sure Oprah doesn't want them on her little island in Hawaii. Pretty sure they're not shipping them over to Hawaii, you know. Mike, what showable, Mike? Richard, thank you so much for telling little Drew, and I guess myself too. I would love to do more charity work. Richard, I would love to do more charity work. You know, I hope this is kind of considered charity. Well, why not? Jam it. There's other things I need to do with my time. Woo! I barely could get out here and do this. I have so much crap I need to do right now. It's not even funny. But like I have said many times, nothing or no one unless, ICE can't come for me. Oh God, I don't even want to joke about these things. They're not even fun to joke about. Like real crazy, scary shit's going on. People are disappearing, either ICE, homeless people, or just randomly. Little Drew, I love $2 bills. Did we talk about this before? I don't remember. I love $2 bills. I know this is redonkulous and whatnot, but I collect them for my twin boys. They didn't ask for that, I know. But it's fun, I tell myself. I know that $2 bills are not rare, but they're not something that you come across often, at least from my experience. Maybe you all have a different experience with that, but $2 bills are not common, but when I get them, I save them because I think I don't know, what's wrong with me? Is this something that happens to you? It happened to me. Not only do I love cold dipping, collecting $2 bills, birds, geese, not drinking, apparently it's a good time to be a better version of myself because the world's a hot mess express and you are in charge of yourself. You have to grind and get after it. No one's coming to save you, kids. You have to save yourself. Woo! Little Drew, you're a bartender. That's so cool. I used to be a bartender, believe it or not. Let me just tell you this, little Drew. Back when I was bartending, I didn't drink then either. Well, I don't know. Damn it, I was not on a no drinking restriction diet back then either. But I just do this to myself. But this time I was going the distance with it. I don't think I was the best mixologist because I didn't drink and I couldn't take a little straw and, drip it in my mouth to make sure it was, quality control and whatnot. But I made up for it by being a chatty gal. Oh, yeah. Oh, awesome, little Drew. I love that. I love that. So dollars too, Richard. Are you saying they're not going to be printing dollar bills no more either? I'm not into that. I like dollar bills for whatever reason. They serve a purpose, or people say that money's disgusting though. But let's just be clear here. If you don't wash your hands, you're disgusting. Just saying. That's the mom in me. Just kids, that's the mom in me. All right. If you don't wash your hands, it's not just money that's disgusting. It's you too. Just saying. Oh, he agrees. Okay, so we're cruising for a bruise in here. I can see that much. We've already been in for, I lost track of time. Do I want to suffer the consequences of my choices? Apparently so. Humble fella requested a dunk minutes ago. Humble fella, I haven't forgotten. I haven't, but I might be regretting that I agreed to it. That may be true. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna do it though. The new tattoo placement, I got it on my wrist, which I will be revealing to you. You don't drink or smoke. I don't smoke cigarettes and I don't vape. I may quality test some 420 just to make sure it's safe. Also, it's legal in my state. Okay. But I don't drink. And this Friday, the 22nd, you guys, is going to be 2 years, 2 months, and 22 days on the 22nd of no drinking. Woo! I'm excited. Toot, toot my own horn. Thank you very much. No, absolutely. That's not my flatulence in the background, okay? That's Evil Knievel. It's my mom humor coming through. Yes, actually, little Drew, we call it the sweet spot. Right now, I've veered out of the sweet spot, honey bunny. I have veered long out of the sweet spot. Now my hands are letting me know that I'm going to suffer the consequences of my choices, staying in here as long as I have. But yes, little Drew, to answer your question, as I get distracted by what the hell that is floating next to me, and it's just a leaf, just checking. As long as it's not a hand or any body parts. But little Drew, to answer your question, as I constantly get distracted out here, yes, it's called the sweet spot. As me and other cold dippers call it, it is between 2 and 3 minutes after the shock of what you've chosen to do wears off. It actually becomes really shockingly enjoyable. If it didn't, I don't know that I could endure this. Oh, I heard something behind me. I was like, what is that? I don't know that I can endure this if it didn't become enjoyable at some point. It is enjoyable to me. If it wasn't, I wouldn't keep doing it. Also, with that being said, I'm probably sort of a sicko too. I think some of you already know that by this point, but just for those of you who don't, let's just be clear here. I might be a little bit of a sicko who likes a spanking. Send money for counseling or prayers, whichever you prefer. I mean, come on. If you must, I'll take them. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, so we've wandered over the threshold of 20 minutes. I see that now, Richard. Richard, thank you. Richard, thank you. Little Drew, thank you. Never noticed what humble fella. my terrible sense of humor or my mom jokes. Which one, humble fella? I'm starting to shiver and shake and suffer the consequences of my choices. Definitely, I know I already sprinkled that little fact in. One of the times I've come out here, for those of you who don't know, I have suffered the consequences of my choices so much so that I ended up getting frostbite in my hands. So don't be like me, kids. Safety first. I sprinkled that little fact in there, not because it's a flex. Clearly, I'm not bragging about getting frostbite, even though I laugh about it. You know, I had to learn the hard way. Kids. You can wear scuba gloves on your hands, which in the future I probably will do. It's not fun or funny. It is what it is, okay? Sometimes you have to flock around and find out, okay? Wait. Nobody makes me cry my own tears like the river. Thanks y'all for being here with me. If you aren't subscribed to my channel, you guys, I am still attempting to grow this little channel of mine, and not with a popular niche, I'll have you know. My aunt, shout out to my Aunt Tammy, she loves shopping. She is part of the reason why I too love to shop. And she asked me, Nicole, why don't you start a channel about your shopping? And I said to her, Aunt Tammy, I love what you're thinking. But also, I'm not really trying to be a consumer and show everybody what a consumer I am. So I try to show you, like, you know, you can still have a good time in other ways other than shopping. I know that's not very convincing, but if it wasn't, I wouldn't keep doing it, I swear. Richard, you could dip in your bathtub very easily. The only reason why I don't utilize my bathtub situation more often is because it's messy. With that being said, you can only fill it so far, and if you try to get in, you can only get in so far without water going everywhere, which you've seen. I've uploaded maybe I need to sprinkle in a cold dip bathtub video in. My boyfriend in the background is telling me either dunk or get out, girlfriend, and he's not wrong. Kids, we're gonna do 25 minutes and I'm gonna dunk and then I'm gonna call it, okay? But you can absolutely take a cold shower. You could start with a cold shower, in fact. Just turn yourself like a rotisserie chicken in the shower, like I'm going to show you that I would do when I'm in the shower. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. No, it's not. As you know, if you followed me along, you know I'd rather come out to the river than take a cold shower. Because if taking a cold shower was so amazing, I would do it. And it wouldn't be that bad, I'm sure. Anthony Perez, thank you for... Anthony Perez, I can't wait to shake it like a salt shaker. I am frozen, and we're not going to be in too much longer. Well, if Mike, if I haven't heard that a time or two. Little Drews, yes, part of the reason I love coming out here is for the ducks and the geese. Oh shit. But look forward to some cold dipping adventures from my backyard coming soon, I tell myself, and you watching. It would just be so much more convenient to just cold dip in my backyard than having to drive 15 freaking minutes all the way here. Thank you for the love. 15 minutes back home, shivering and shaking and suffering my consequences of my choices. Oh yeah, sometimes this spanking today, kids, is gonna be a spanking like no other, because all those little cold dips earlier this week, this cold dip 47, they didn't spank, they didn't slap, not like this. Nope. And now we're gonna dunk. Okay, man, you know, when those kids start doing that, I know they know something I don't know. And then they be telling me shit. That's how in tune I am with my friends around here. There's somebody walking by in the dark and you can't see them. Let's see, where are they? We've lost them ourselves, kids. But there's somebody up there. Thank you, Richard. We're going to dunk and we're going to get out. Oh. Hopefully they're not talking to themselves because they're yelling up there. Hey, trans alien, thanks for saying hi. Thanks for joining me out here in the dark. I appreciate you all. Oh, well, thank you for that. Well, we're out here dipping in the dark. The time's 4:38. I am in the Pacific Northwest. It's winter here, almost winter time. Let's show you those clouds, kids. Let me give you a look-see. Oh, thanks for the love, you guys, as I freeze. These are the Red Lobster biscuits, and they're almost frozen for y'all. So thanks for joining, 24 of y'all. If you don't mind showing me some sugar, hit me thumbs up and subscribe. Hey, look at that. That's what we all be dealing with out here when we dip in the dark. Thank you, Sea Lice. I don't know. I'm sorry. Khalees. I apologize for jacking up your name. Thank you for sprinkling on a comment. I send love to you because that means a lot to me. Clearly, I've gotten very distracted, and of course, humble fella, my apologies. I can no longer feel my damn hands, though my shoulder that was kind of irritated with me doesn't hurt anymore. Part of the reason for that is I can't feel it because I'm frozen. With that being said, kids, let's do a dunk and get the hell out of Dodge. There's the goods in the dark. Oh, I agree with that. Absolutely. Being out in the dark it sprinkles in a different level of spice to this activity, because I am at a beach, but we are cold dipping in the dark in this river, but you can see the goods. So hopefully no creature comes on by and eats me like I'm a snack, because I'm not. I am a snack, but not for the creatures in the dark. Which, yeah, I've overcome my fear of being in the dark, and especially who wants to be in the damn dark in the river, and I am frozen freaking solid right now also. The air temperature right at this point is probably 49, maybe. The river temperature is 50 degrees. So, and I've already been in for almost 25 minutes, and I was gonna dunk. Richard, love you. We're in the river. We're in the river in the dark. See that? And I'm frozen solid. Oh, at this point in time, it's going to be painful because I stayed in pretty long. I'm shivering and shaking in the water, if that's any indication to you about how cold it is, because we've far past that sweet spot, little Drew. I was going to dunk for you, but I feel like I am not really into the spanking that would bring. Josh, it is very cold, I'll have you know. Josh, I am shivering and shaking. Right now, I've been in the water for almost 25 minutes. Time to get out, humble fella, you're not wrong. I won't be warming up that quickly, kids, and it's 15 minutes till I get home. So the punishment from this choice is going to be not fun for me. But thank you. Come back and join me for some more of these nighttime adventures that I go on, where I cold dip in the dark, and sometimes it gets even more frisky than this. And if you're interested in knowing what I mean by that, you'll just have to follow along to see for yourself. Definitely hit like and subscribe. What time is it where I'm at? Oh, you're in the UK? How cool. Oh, geez. I don't even want to open my armpit because that little bit of cold, that cold water that just went into my armpit, that was serious. It's 4:41 actually here in the Pacific Northwest. I am in Spokane, Washington. Right? I definitely see and a lot of health benefits to this in more ways than one. Definitely. Hey, you guys. Thank you so much. That really means a lot to you. Humble fella 742 where you're at. Oh, well, look at that. It's probably a lot darker where you're at. You guys, I appreciate every single one of you for commenting and, you know, being on my live with me. I'm sorry, little Drew, I have water on my phone, and right where your comment is, it's a little blind spot for me, so I apologize. It says Southern, is that Southern California? My apologies if I got that wrong. Like I said, I got water on my phone, so it's okay, Southern Cali. Thank you, Richard. Richard's in Canada, Alberta, Canada, and Humble Fella is in Indiana. Holy schmoly. Bye-bye. Yeah, I got to get out, kids, because look at us. I've been in for 25 freaking minutes at this point. My hands are numb. I can't feel my hands when I'm with you, kids, and it's dark as shit. So let me just give you one last look around, and then I'm going to Jimmy Jam out of here. We did the time. Sorry, Humble Fella. Make dark. I wanted to do it. If I had done it, I would have really been suffering more than I am right now. So thank you all for joining. It's a combination of the two, really. They say it's water resistant, but you know just as well as I do that once my speaker gets wet on my phone, it's redonkulous. It takes forever to get the water out of the speaker. So although it's resistant, the speaker doesn't appreciate it. I also have a wrist chain on my phone that connects to the phone to the wrist so that if I do drop it, hopefully it stays attached to my wrist. If it doesn't, that's gonna suck. And so far so good. So knock on wood, knock knock. All right, kids, I really got to Jimmy Jam out. I've been in way too long. To the next adventure, me love you long time. This is Cold Dip 47, I believe. I could be wrong. I will double check sometime in the future for us, hopefully. All right, kids, send prayers. I don't freeze to death one of these times. Love you. Love you lots.